There is no audio.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. So actually, I just started class just now. Good morning, everyone. Actually, yesterday I'm not feeling well. I'm not able to sit. There is a shoulder pain. I thought it's something else. I went to the doctor and gave medicine. Now I'm okay. Maybe long sitting hours, maybe the causing issue. I am thinking. Somehow by God's grace, I'm okay. Okay, still. Yeah, if, maybe alarm is ringed or not, I forget it. Okay, so that's why I'm unable to wake up. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, let's start. So it's very important concept, right? Today's. So you are advanced. You are advancing one step in your Java training. So we are going to discuss on advanced Java. Before that, you need to understand some of the concept like applet or graphical application user interface using Java. Okay, just to study this, maybe I want to have water. You just read this. Within a minute, I'll explain. Yes, you understood, right? So the first maybe the year whatever mentioned here. So it's from 23 January 1996. Then the time JDK 1.0 is on use. So far, the only character user interface is there. So far, do you able to solve any graphical user interface? No, right? You are able to see the data output in the console itself, right? You are not able to see anywhere, not in not in the browser or not in the maybe some other something maybe on the own you are unable to create some window kind of an application, right? So you able to see only graphic character user interface that's also in the console, some command line console only you have seen, right? Yes, you just say hi, I mean just yes. You're all with me, right? Guys, my voice is audible. You just unmute cell.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, you are able to see only console outputs. You are not able to see any graphical user interface. So maybe in 1996, Visual Basic, along with the Java, Visual Basic, the programming language also popular in those days. So they have come up with GUI related, since they are in operating system, they know Windows, they have developed a GUI platform based application. So once they started using that, so the history says within this hurry, Java developers are in hurry, and within 7 days they have developed a GUI by using operating system. So the beauty of the Java operating system is, Java the programming language, it can run on any operating system. But Visual Basic have some other issue. It can run only on Windows operating system. Now the components like button, etc., are platform dependent. That is, on each platform there will be a different size, shape button, but they did not intersection of such components from all platforms and gave a small library which contains these intersections, and it is available in AWS Abstract Window Toolkit technology, but it does not have advanced features like dialog box, etc. So in hurry, 7 days they developed, means that may not be a good one, but they did something else. Later they have explored. So see that. So what's the comparison? Now to run Applet, Java needs a browser. At the time, only Internet Explorer was there with the Microsoft, and Microsoft believes it monopoly. Understood now? So Microsoft, there is an Internet Explorer is there, but Internet Explorer is on behalf of Microsoft. They won't give to, or they won't give chance for Java developers to experiment, right? Because that is their product. They won't tell how it is developed. You understood my right? So because this is Internet Explorer is Microsoft, and this is the competent for the Java, because Java is only evolved in those days. So the competitor is Microsoft related products. So they won't tell. Then Sun Microsystem approached to the Netscape company called Netscape. So they have developed a JavaScript. They are open source guys. Those days also JavaScript. They only create Netscape guys created JavaScript. Get it, guys? So these people, now this is Mozilla Firefox company. Okay. So these people allowed Java programmers or Java scientists to start something else newly with this Internet Explorer. So these two companies have developed technology called Swing, and the benefit in that Swing components are produced by Java itself. Therefore, now it is platform independent, as well as some additional features have also been added, which were not in AW2 technology. So we can say the Swing is much more advanced as compared to AW2 technology. Understood now? So AW2 technology in Epudu just 7 days start chesaru. So that is overcome by this once they approach to the Netscape company. So they in their collaboration, they have developed a Swing application. It's actually a platform independent, so it can run on any operating system, right? So that's how a new evolution is started through the browsers, that is platform independent. So then only there is a feature called applet. Applet comes into the picture. So this applet, how this applet works? Applet works on the browser technology. So using HTML, it will create a graphical user interface for you. Of course, Swing also will allow you to create a graphical interface without a browser. Okay, Swing also will allow you to create a. So have you seen this Eclipse? So Eclipse kind of tool you can develop using even Java by using Swings. I also worked on Swings maybe a 1 year time in my career. First, in my first company, I parallelly worked on a servlet-based related Java application along with the Swing-based application. Once I joined there only, we instead of using Swings, we moved to, of course, that is the first company for me. Once I joined with that company, so far that people don't have knowledge, we are just 5 members in that company. Once I joined there, since I already knows advanced related platform and development of application, they started. So same application, they migrated to a Spring related framework, and we have completely migrated that Spring application into a Java based internet, application. Okay, so yes, that was the history. So now we are seeing about applet. Understood, guys? Applet. The applet is a Java program that can embed it into a web page. Nothing but a browser. I'm writing here. It runs inside the web browser and works at client side. Got it now? So it works at client side. An applet is embedded in an HTML page using applet or object tag hosted on the web server. Got it now? So it is runs on the client side. It will run through the browser. That's only the main point you have to understand. An applet is a Java program that is embedded into the web page or browser. It runs inside the Java, web browser, and works at client side. So you don't need anything, but at least you must have, okay, an browser, a browser at your system, operating system. All the applets are subclasses, either directly or indirectly, of Java applet class. So if you wanted to write an applet, you must extend java.applet.applet class. Okay, applets are not standalone programs. Instead, they run with either web browser or an applet viewer. Got it, guys? Applets are not standalone programs. Instead, they within the either browser or JDK provides standard applet viewer tool called applet viewer. Got it now? It can run through a browser or applet viewer. In general, execution of an applet does not begin at main method. So far, our programs are started with the main method. Na? So for this, there is no concept called main method. Something is going to start your application, not your main method. Output of applet window is not performed by system.out.println. Rather, it is handled with a various AWT methods such as draw, string, something like that. So here onwards, we are not going to use system.out.println. Even though you try to write, that will be there printed on your console, but not on your targeted application or targeted browser. So we'll see life cycle on applet. See, so for anything, almost all, we have seen life cycle for a thread, right? And the same way life cycle also we can see here. And we have seen some of the steps to create a Java based connectivity even for JDBC. Same way here, there are some steps. There is a life cycle of your applet. The applet life cycle is, it must be initiated first, and it should be start, and then paint, and then stop. If you want to start again, you can start again. Same, it can run. There is no need to initialization again. And finally, destroy. Let us see what is those belongs. It is important to understand that methods shown above image are called. When the applet begins, the following methods are called in the sequence. Init, start, paint. These are the sequence as it is in the figure. When the applet is terminated, the following sequence of method calls to take place: stop and destroy. So there is an explanation. Init method is the method to be called. There was you should start the initialize variable that method is called only once during the runtime of your applet. Got it now? So it's self-explanatory. Once you initialize variables, you will just start your program that time it is initialized. Start method is called after init. It is also called restart and applet have after has been stopped. Note that init is called it once, that is when the first time an applet is loaded, where start is called at time an HTML document is displayed on console. Okay, whenever you have seen HTML page, that time every time the start method will call the same. I mean paint also. AWT based applets output must be redrawn. This situation can occur for several reasons. For example, the window in which the applet is running may be overwritten by another window and then uncovered, or the applet may be minimized, then restored. Paint is also understood now. So when you minimize and maximize again, or maybe your applet, once you developed an applet, some graphical user interface, maybe the output whatever you are seeing is one after another, so the layout may not be good. That time you may need to change something else. That time also the paint will come. I mean every time this should be redrawn, it is saying. So we understood that. So so you have to just remember, okay, no need to worry. Nobody asked you to write a program, but you must know, you must have some understanding about applet, because before you know something, you have to come through the basic, right? So the applet is popular those days, and applet is overlooked by, or applet issues are overcome by servlet. So before you are going to start with servlet, you must know about applet. So applet lifecycle we have seen, right? This also, servlet based applications also having same like feature, but it has something different. Okay. Yeah. Now the question is, so suppose if you write the method will be like this: paint graphics G, where G is an object reference of class graphic. Now the question arises: in the prototype of paint method, we have created an object reference without creating its object. But how it is possible to create object reference without creating its object? Got it now? So see this. Okay. Yeah, program is not there here. Let me show that program to you. Actually, I already solved it in the your. I already solved this program. this simple line of code to draw an applet, okay? Yeah, fine. So if you observe this code, so see, this is just a simple applet code, okay? Here the method is public void paint graphics G and G dot draw string. So the welcome to applet, and there is a window width and breadth. Nothing but to start a window, we have to give the position of the window, the size of the window we have to give here like this. This is the paint method, and this is in the paint. Yes, in the by using paint method, you are taking a graphics object. From using graphics G object, you are calling a drawString method. So here the question is, where G is, G is an object of the class graphics. Now the question arises, we have created an object reference without creating its object. So if you see this, nobody called this graphics. Nobody created in this your program, nobody created graphics object, right? Earlier, if there is a method, there should be a main method. See, explanation also given here. Come here. Whenever pass object reference arguments, then the object will be provided by its caller itself. Okay, somebody should call this paint method, and they have to pass this graphics method. That is the functionality we have seen so far. But here, without calling by, okay, main method or something else, the program is able to execute. See this. The same thing happens when we create a very basic program in normal Java. For example, public Java void main strings args. That time also, so something main method is starting your functionality. Inside main method, you are going to create an object, whatever you require, and you will pass it to the Kali method. So the Kali and caller. See here, which is Kali here? The method which is called, that is, yes, right, caller method, nothing but the object will be provided by its caller. That means who is calling you is caller. Okay, so whoever called, maybe if so some of the people just not joining in the class, so I call them. So I am the caller, they are the called ones. Okay, you just understood, like caller. So you have to use this kind of language when you're trying to apply. So they will ask you how the value, call by reference and call by value will working. This an interview question. Call by value, call by reference. You have to understand that time you may be able to explain the call by value, call by reference. Their caller and called one will be coming. Whoever called you, that is a caller method. Okay, so here the main method is a caller method for underlying functions, whatever you are calling in your program. But here there is no main method in this program, but still it is working. The question is, who is calling this? Yes, so the browser when you start a browser, so the applet is embedded inside the browser, right? So the applet functionality going to start it automatically. So how we can see here? So there is an explanation. You just go through that later. So the creating hello world applet. Okay, after you enter the source code of hello world Java, compile in the same way that you have been compiling Java programs using JavaScript command. However, running hello world with Java command will generate an error because it is not an application of Java hello world. Got it now? So how to create an applet? For creating an applet, you have to write a program and you have to compile like a hello world Java program. But hello world Java applet, you cannot run through a Java command. So how it run? If you try to run, you will get an error. Let's see that. Please define the main method as public. So there are two standard ways in which way you can run an applet. Executing the applet within a Java compatible web browser, using an applet viewer such as the standard tool applet viewer. An applet viewer executes your applets window. This is generally the fastest and easiest way to test your applets. Okay, there are two ways. You can run them using a browser. I remember we are using browsers those days, but I tried to run it directly on the browser, but it's not working at all because it was discontinued, it seems. The feature is discontinued in the new browsers. You can run it through an applet viewer. Okay, so let's see a simple program so that you can get an idea. So this is a simple HTML code. Okay, so now we are going to learn HTML, servlets, JSPs. Okay, these all things you must be hands-on. And dynamic browsing, dynamic applications. When you click on some button, something should be drawn again. So once you submit the form should be submitted and the registration should be successful. Some email should come. These kind of features you are going to solve in the future. That means an interactive applications you are going to see. Earlier you have seen only the console related results, but now we are going to advance with graphical user interface. So this is an applet, HTML code, a simple HTML code you need to write for you to draw something should be on the browser. Okay, let's take simple example and try to solve it. So I'm sharing my Windows. And console. Okay, here we'll say simple program, first applet Java. So we have said hello world, right? Hello world applet na? In our notebook. Okay, sure. Let's run this. Let's make it modified with hello world only. Hello world applet. Okay, we'll make it with hello world only. Hello world applet dot Java I'm saving. Okay. hello world applet. The class name also hello world applet. So this is simple, our Java program to draw an applet. Yeah, somebody misses me. Yes, yes, Vishnu. We have to use inheritance. So as I shown you in the earlier notebook, see this, all the programs, whatever you are writing is a subclass of Java applet. So see this, all applets are subclass either directly or indirectly of Java applet class. So all classes must extend an applet, then only your applet can work. Okay, in the applet there is a function called paint. This method you are trying to override in your execution, in your program. Clear? I hope. Okay, so let's come to see, we can write the program directly in Eclipse. I wrote this, but when trying to see this, when I'm trying to execute this applet, so we are getting errors. Could not find or load main class sun.applet.applet viewer caused by java.lang.class not found exception applet viewer. We are getting an error. Okay, so that's why I went to our regular Notepad++. So I created a program here. Okay, so the program is hello world applet. Let's compile this hello world applet now. Java C hello world applet.java. Got it now? So Java compilation. Yes, successfully compiled. So what I'm trying to do is I want to execute the above applet. How to execute? Hello world applet. So we got a main method not found in class hello world applet. So if you wanted to run your Java program, you have to use main method now. But here in our above applet, there is no code. Public void main string is not there. See this. Okay, that's why you are not able to execute your program. So how to execute? Yeah, as shown in or as explained in here, you can either you compile through, you can run this through a browser or an applet viewer. Through the browser it's not working because the support is discontinued, it seems. So we cannot run directly through the browser, but we can run through applet viewer. So I'm using an applet viewer like Java C. These are the commands. Java is command, Java C is command, Java is command. Nothing but command, nothing but if you see this, once go to program files, Java. So go to JDK, go to bin, see this applet viewer. First, this is an exe.exe application. So Java C, this is again Java C.exe. See this Java is again it's this also an executable file, so it can run or it can start it's not executable, it's a Java only. Java application again will start a Java program for you. So you understood, guys? These are all our Windows commands. So applet viewer is a Windows command. So I'm using that applet WIEWR applet viewer. So hello world applet I'm using. hello world applet. Yes, even you used hello world applet, it is giving you error. It's saying IO exception while reading Java run Java. The system cannot find the path you specified, like that it is saying. So actually, once you run this, the program should automatically appear in your browser, but there is an issue. The application, it is not allowing you to draw your applet on the browser. So there is a way you can use applet viewer. So we have created an HTML code. So that is my applet. This is simple HTML code. HTML, the body, and the applet is the tag. Applet is the tag. HTML is the tag body. There is no header. If you wanted to write header, you can write. Header or header? HTML header, I think. Sample. You can use H1 tag. So you have to learn HTML, guys. I'll I'll explain it later, but this is sample HTML code. Sample hello world applet demo, same thing. Okay, here our class is hello world applet. Now remove this graphics demo. Hello world applet class. Okay, this is a simple my applet.html code. I wrote this, I saved this. Though this is saved under Java training my applet. The extension is .html. You got it? So let's come here, applet viewer, and you have to give my applet.html. Let's run this. Applet not initialized, some error come. Of course, have you seen something in your right corner? Left corner. I think you are not able to see this output. Something is open as a window. Okay, it is not showing you, but there is along with that the error also come. The system cannot find the file space. Oh, sorry. What is this? Native method, define class, secure class loader. There is an issue it is telling. Guys, let's come here. W is not caps now, it is small. So it is not able to load this class. Of course, an applet is opened. I will show you, I will explain you later. I can stop the screen and share you that again. It is there on my system, left side corner, and a window is open. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I have corrected this now. Hello. O is caps earlier. That's why it's not able to find that class. Okay, it is successfully loaded, but our header is not came. Okay, I think it is not header. It is, I think, only header something. I forget this tag. Header only, na? Okay, let's see. No problem. It should execute. So in the beauty of Control X. Okay, you have to close this, otherwise it is not exiting. Yes, my tag is not coming. Okay, the applet started at the body now. Maybe for that reason it is not showing. So let's put it in the top, or we can put it inside body also. Body and header, everything we can put it in applet inside. Let's see. This should not be a head, it should be an header, I guess. From the last 3 years, I'm not using HTML, guys. So we are like a Java backend programmers. We are mainly dealing with middlewares, and we'll just create an APIs so that some other front-end developers will use the functionalities, whatever we are developing. Okay. But I wanted to use, I have hands-on experience on the front-end part. In my 10 years of experience, I worked more than 7 years. Okay, but from recently, last 3 years only, I'm not using, but this way, it's not a big issue. It is, you need to just go through your codes, I mean, your examples again, that's it. Right, let's run this again. No use. Header is not coming. We'll make simple change here. Instead of header, we make it as head. No issue. It's not a big thing. Okay, I mean, this is not coming. Whatever we have kept in header, it's not coming. Other things are showing. Okay, so let me, how can I show this? Yeah, let me take some print screen. Okay, I'll kept it in here. See, when I run that command now, so this is opening. The window is opening like this. Instead of stop sharing and sharing again, I took a screenshot and showing. You are able to see now what is there. Welcome to applet. Welcome to applet is there. The string is welcome to applet. It is open in a window. It is having like this. Okay. Same way. Let's run one more program. So I'm closing the applet. I'm closing applet. So now we'll try to run another program. So there is a graphics demo here. So it's earlier one is simple. I mean, hello world like. So now we'll do is we'll set some colors in the graphics, and we'll take some string that should be painted with some dialog box, and that should be a welcome. and some line, rectangular, something. Okay. Guys, you no need to worry about this. You just understood how to write these kind of, how to run an applet. You have to understand. Yes, and you must know how to execute them. Okay. You maybe just practice 1 or 2 times. This is very easy. Okay. Now, what is the inside? We are creating a string using dialog box. We are mentioning the height, breadth and height, length and width. So we are drawing a line with this properties. Same way rectangular, same again fill react. We are creating a rectangular with some colors. Oval we are drawing, and G dot set color pink. So maybe for entire this one we are making color pink color, we are drawing again and fill oval. So let's see how this code works. Okay, so the class is my graphics demo. I'll create my applet is there now. My applet code I will just modified file, save as graphics applet dot HTML. Extension should be HTML. So graphics applet HTML. Any name you can write. Have you used save as or save? Save as only, right? Yes. Okay. So the remove this one because it's not working, right? No issue. Let's keep this. Maybe after recompile it may come. We are not sure now. So see this. We have to compile. We have created a new graphics demo.java. This is an applet, extends applet. So I'm going to run this. If you wanted to execute this, first you have to do compilation. Huh? Javac graphics demo.java. Okay, compilation done. How to execute? You cannot use execute with Java, but you have to execute with applet viewer. WIEWR applet viewer. And what is our HTML class name? Graphics, not class name, file name. GRAPHICS graphics applet dot HTML. Yes. So a window is opened. It is having some kind of colors, rectangular boxes, something. So let me take print screen and put it in here. Yeah, see this. Once I execute this, applet viewer graphics applet HTML. So the rectangular boxes. So whatever you code written here, same it is displayed here. We have colored with pink now. Where in this code, fill react we said, right? Fill react. So this fill react, once you use, it is I mean rectangular, filled rectangular, nothing. Yeah, in the output, the rectangular there with the color, you see, right? A rectangular there with the color pink. So see, we have told G dot set color pink. So entire all these graphics, the color is pink. Got it now, guys? So if you see output, you can see only one color, not. So let's, instead of use pink, can we use block? Okay, you can use, you can try. Or red you can, black we can, you want to try? Okay, use that. Okay, first you have to close applet. Guys, are you following me? Yeah, block is not there. BLA, not BLO, BLAIS. Yes. Yeah, when I compile and I give something is wrong, it is giving me an error. Okay. Yes, correct. Now, what we have to do? We have to run our applet. My applet, not ours is all graphics applet. Yes. So we got output, but the color pink is for the subsequent one. Okay, let me take print screen and paste here. Yeah, so I mean, see the difference between the above one and here one. I mean this second one. So this is black, the above is pink. So why above is pink? If you see, yeah, red. So first time, once you use G dot set color red, till this time, the red is applied for all these, the graphical user interfaces. From now onwards, the black. For these 3 the black color is applied. Guys, understood now? So this is how we are going to execute applet. But if you wanted to directly run on the browser, that's also done. How it can execute? You have to, okay, let's see. We have an applet class now. Applet HTML. Let's come here. Where is this? Java training. Date modified. Yeah, see this. It is like a, Chrome related application it is showing now. Once you click on, that should execute. Same sample hello world applet demo. Now it is showing, but there is no applet code is not there. Graphics, all the graphics and everything is not there, but simple hello world is executed. Because what did you kept in your graphics applet? Sample hello world applet, sample graphics applet demo. You have kept now. Header okay, but this is ignored. Let's keep it inside the body. Run it again. Okay, you are not able to see this window, right? Bro, this window you are not able to see now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, somebody left the class. Don't leave the class. You will lose important concepts. See, when I directly run on that Chrome button, I mean this one, graphic applet, this was runs on the browser, I mean Google browser, and the sample hello world applet demo HTML tag, right? The header tag is displayed here. Okay, but our graphics not able to execute. Actually, usually this was executed earlier. Maybe 10 years back, I'm saying now, that time, there is a support at 1.6, but from 1.7 onwards, the support is discontinued. And along with that, even the browsers also not supporting applet. The newer browsers, newer version browsers are not supporting applets. So that's why you are not able to see these applets. I mean, we are not able to see directly. It's running on a browser, but this is opening with the applet viewer. Got it, guys? So that's about applets. Yeah. So let's come down. The explanation given here, you can see that. Yes. The first question, who is calling you? Who is creating an object, a graphics as in the first program? So who is creating an object for you, graphics? Who is creating? Yes. Here the applet viewer command is there now. When you call applet viewer command, so it is tagged under applet code. This applet tag, once it is see inside this HTML code, so it will create applet tag will create an object for you, graphics, and it will give it to the Java program, so that Java program can pick it up and lay down whatever you have mentioned in this HTML code. Got it? So come here. Let me give just a small brief introduction about servlets, and we'll go further. Okay. Yes. So there is now, as we see that there are some issues while you are using applet. The problem is, just a minute, guys. Yes, these are the restrictions actually. Okay. Due to security reasons, the following restrictions are imposed on Java applets. Restrictions are, it's not in use, you can just think, but you must know it, right? How your servlet is evolved, you have to know. Due to security reasons, the following restrictions are imposed on Java applets. An applet cannot load libraries or define native methods. Okay. It cannot load libraries or define native methods means, so whatever the native, nothing but the operating system related operating system methods, whatever there, that you cannot handle through the applets. Applets cannot ordinarily read or write files on the execution host. So where it is running, it's not running on the server side, it should running on the host side. An applet cannot read certain system properties. Yes, these are the limitations. It cannot read system properties. It can write, it can execute on the host browser itself. An applet can make network connections except to the host that come from. Okay, same host you can able to run. You cannot run on the internet. An applet can start any program on the host that executing it. So these are the limitations, and these are running on the browser, right? These are running on the browser. Simple HTML code you are writing, and it is running on the browser. But these limitations are overcome through a servlet. Applet is evolved with servlet. So let me just take simple use case. Who left our class? So, okay. Is any doubts so far? Just maybe I mean, because we have started the class lately now, I'll give walk through a simple PPT. So that is give you understanding about servlet. We'll discuss more tomorrow. Any doubts? You let me know. Otherwise, I'll continue with this. Yes. You understood? Yes. What is applet? Where applet runs? Tell me. Anybody? Unmute yourself. Yes.
JVM, Java Virtual.
Yeah, Java Virtual Machine. On the where? See this web browser. Instead of JVM, you have to say JVM on the web browser you have to use. Okay. Introduction to Servlet, guys. Servlet is a Java program. So what is this? I didn't change my. Yeah, sorry. This should be replaced. It is about Servlet. Okay. Just a minute. We already created a node site. So from there, try to calculate. Okay. This is about actually applet is a Java program that can embedded into a web browser, and it can runs through. It is runs at client side. It's already there now. It runs inside the web browser and works at client side only. Okay. An applet is embedded in HTML page using applet tag. You understood, right? Already applet tag undi at applet tag lo mana Java class ichcham so that it is working. That's what here. So somebody may ask you in interview. So how applet works? What is an applet? You have to tell this definition. An applet is a Java program that can embed it into a web browser. It runs inside the web browser and works at client side. An applet is embedded in HTML page using applet or object tag on the hosted browser. This is about applet. We already covered. So this is about servlet. Servlet is a Java program that runs inside the JVM on the web browser. Got it now, guys? So using JVM on the web browser, it works. It is used for developing dynamic web applications. It is used for developing web applications. Servlet. I have to, get the clarity on this. Inside JVM, no need to write, I guess. I need to get the clarity. I will modify this one. Because the JVM is not coming to the picture when you're trying to use web browser. Directly, the interaction directly from the browser to browser. Of course, JVM is come with default operating system itself. So maybe that reason your serverless programs will work. Okay, anyway, we'll see that. It is used for developing dynamic web applications. So it can have an interaction. It will allow you to write or create dynamic web applications. So the life cycle of servlet. Servlet cycle contains 5 steps: a loading of servlet, creating an instance of servlet, an invoke method, that is init once, invoke service repeatedly for each client request, invoke, destroy. Got it, guys? Once you started your application, the loading of servlet done, creating an instance of servlet done, init also done. The repeated part is this only. Whenever you give request, hello, give me a student data, which are those who are getting marks more than 100, some 90%. Then inside your Java application will call to the database and give some results. That results again give back to your servlet. Your servlet will give you response on the browser. So where your servlet is running, it is running on the server, not on the client side. So it's a web application, right? So destroy. The loading of servlet and destroy is done at once. Once nothing but when you stop application, when you start application, these 3 invoke. When you stop your application, that will be destroyed. Okay, so I explained here. The web server, Apache Tomcat. You will know that. I'll explain later. There is a web server, Apache Tomcat. Guys, you are advancing now. Earlier, you have only one program. Now, the previous program, applet, you have seen programmer along with the HTML. Now, third guy will come. Okay, that is called web server. There should be a HTML will be there, and Java program will be there. Okay, and the third guy is web server. Not only that, of course, in Java program itself only, you are going to have embedded with the JDBC databases, right? So that's also there. So multiple things are combining in one Java application when you are going to advance. Servlet container deploy and loads all the servlets. So servlet container will load, deploy and load servlet. Creating an instance of servlet. Once all the servlet classes are loaded, the servlet container create an instance of each servlet class. Earlier applet ever create chesaru? Applet viewer is created an instance for you, but here servlet container means Apache Tomcat or web server create a request, servlet instance for you. So init method, once all the servlet classes are instantiated, the init method is invoked for each instantiated servlet. Invoke service method. Each time the web server receives a request for servlet, it spawns a new thread that calls service method. Got it now? Multi-threading is coming here. Okay. Of course, you are not creating any thread, but who is creating for you? Our Apache web server is there now. So that is web server receives a request and it will create a thread for you. If the servlet generic servlet and the request is served by the service method itself, if the servlet is HTTP servlet, the service method receives the request and dispatches the correct handler method based on the type of request. Yeah, there are two types of classes to create a servlet. One is a extends generic servlet or implements, sorry, extends, both are I guess implements and one is extends, one is implements. We'll see that later. The invoke destroy method, when servlet container shuts down, this is usually happens when we stop the web server. It unloads all the servlets and calls destroy method for each initialized servlets. So if you stop it, you cannot give send a request. Sometimes some other government websites, without giving any information, they will just stop the servers. When you're trying to go and call that application, you are going to get errors. You are used to see them. Okay. The architecture diagram, the following figure depicts. Okay, so you can find the explanation here. See this Java virtual machine. The servlet container is web server for you. Once you give request, here you may be sitting here. No, I think you just assume like you are sitting here. Once you give request, a new thread is created. All the threads are served under by service. Once you started web application, that will be initiated first. Now loading and initialization done through the servlet container. But for every request, okay, for the every request, a new thread will be created that is served by service method. Your request may be different from my request, right? When you're trying to use web application, suppose if you visit a bank website, you may be asked for the total balance for your, which is in your bank. I may go to same bank website. I may ask to give, to transfer money to my friend. Okay, guys, understood now? This thread A functionality is different from this thread B. Got it na? ఈ thread A ఏమడిగాడు, నాకు బ్యాంక్ బ్యాలెన్స్ ఇవ్వమని అడిగాడు. ఈ thread A కి రిజల్ట్ సర్వీస్ thread B ఏమడిగాడు, ఫండ్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేయమన్నాడు. ఈడు బ్యాంక్ అకౌంట్లో నా బ్యాలెన్స్ ఎంతో చూపించమంటే thread B రిలేటెడ్ సర్వీస్ రెస్పాన్స్ ని thread A కి ఇస్తే ఏమైంది, అబ్నార్మల్ బిహేవియర్ అవుద్ది, ఎర్రర్స్ వస్తాయి. అందుకే సో ఈచ్ రిక్వెస్ట్ విల్ బి మెయింటైన్ ఇన్ ఏ థ్రెడ్. This is different from this execution, this is different from this execution, like that. Okay, suppose if you create some thousands of users running the same application, thousands threads will be created for them, but based on the system load, one after another will execute. So maybe first user will get the fast response, whoever lastly logged in and give the request. If it is slow, application is slow, you may get slower response. Got it now? This is about architecture. How servlet works. There is an Apache Tomcat startup. Okay, Apache Tomcat is there. It will deploy all the loads as I explained already. Once the servlet is loaded, the container creates init method is invoked. Client using browser sends an HTTP request to the web server on certain port. Each time the web server receives the request, the servlet container creates HTTP servlet request or HTTP servlet response objects. Got it, guys? Once you give request to your server, an HTTP request will create when you give request, and you have to get the response now. Reply you have to get, right? For that you will see a response object and here the servlet container shuts down if unloads all the servlets and calls destroy method for initialize servlets. Simple servlet program here. I'll explain tomorrow. See this first, understand, try to understand. Public class demo servlet extends HTTP This is extension of HTTP servlet class. Earlier applet extension extends applet. Here an extension of HTTP servlet. The code is like this. Public void do get HTTP servlet request, HTTP servlet response, throws servlet IO exception and servlet exception. A simple HTML tags you are going to put in your servlet code, setting the content type text or HTML, get the stream to write the data, HTML body, welcome to servlet. Okay. So if you want to run this servlet, you must have a setup. You have to install Tomcat. You have to install Tomcat in your machine, and then only you can deploy these servlets into your web servers. I'll explain those things tomorrow. Guys, I'm repeating again. We have seen what is applet. So how the applets are working, we have seen. Okay. And we have seen the limitations of an applet. So to overcome an applet limitations, we have used servlets. The servlet is evolved, and servlets life cycle we have seen. Okay, and the architecture also we have seen. Okay, servlet life cycle related, there's no diagram. Okay, what I will do is I'll post these in your group so that you can just have a look at them. Tomorrow I can go deeply related to servlet and how to execute them. I'll explain tomorrow. Got it now? Any doubts? చూడండి మీరు ఎనీ అప్లికేషన్, జావా అప్లికేషన్ ఏదైనా ఉంది, ఎవరైనా నువ్వు యూజ్ చేస్తున్నావు అంటే ఇన్సైడ్ దట్ యువర్ సర్లెట్ ఈజ్ వర్కింగ్ అని అర్థం చేసుకోండి. సర్లెట్ అండ్ HTML, yeah, this is actually the base one. Before you are creating I mean your client web application, this is the basic thing. Okay, so now you are you are trying to learn a real-time applications, how to create a real-time based application. You are learning now. This is exciting part, guys. Don't miss the classes, and maybe 1 or 1.5 hours you be in the class. Don't go here and there. From starting onwards, I didn't stop my mouth, right? So yes, it's required. Otherwise, if I am not talking, you cannot listen anything now. So as I'm giving attention, you also need to do.